Imagine arriving home late at night with the only sound coming from your gadget when a private link titled Susie Dent exclusive emerges. A warning flashes, sending a shiver down your spine. Be sure you're AIone. You click Intrigued only to be presented with pictures of Britain's favorite poet like you've never seen her before. Topless photos that combine intellectual elegance with unguarded vulnerability. You will be completely stunned by the last photo, so stay with me through every frame. With leather-bound books towering behind her, the first image welcomes you into a dimly lit library. Susie is naked but for the warm glow of a reading lamp as she stands in front of a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf with her arms crossed just below her breast. Proof that suggestion can be considerably more seductive than complete exposure is shown by the way the light traces the line of her collarbones and caresses the soft curve of her shoulders. She is surrounded by a gentle veneration for knowledge, and you can almost hear the faint rustle of pages turning. After that, you're taken to a Victorian drawing parlor with candles. Every prop and angle is purposefully arranged to heighten mystery, as evidenced by Susie's relaxation on a sumptuous chaise longue, one arm stretched over her back, breasts partially exposed, and a single silk cushion placed at her hip. Her torso is covered in flickering shadows from the candlelight flicker, demonstrating how atmosphere can turn any reveal into a work of beauty. The fragrance of beeswax and aged parchment is practically detectable. Your scroll is interrupted halfway through by a black and white studio portrait. Susie stands with one hand at her waist and the other raking back her hair against a stark background, demonstrating how monochromatic can eliminate distraction and direct your attention to shape and expression. Her steady, unguarded gaze immediately faces the camera, demonstrating that genuine confidence radiates from inside. Her calm fragility is captured in a quiet of intense studio lights that you can almost feel. A boudoir scene in the morning light follows. With only a thin silk scarf around her waist, Susie is topless as she stands in front of a paned window, looking out at an English garden. Nature's radiance can be the most attractive spotlight, as evidenced by the soft daylight that filters through. Birdsong drifts in on the breeze, and you can practically taste the dew-fresh air. Under the softest of lighting, every little detail, the slope of her ribcage, the contour of her hips speaks of silent grace and strength. A candid coastal photo appears as you scroll. Susie, topless and wearing only a linen sarong across her hips on a windswept beach at dawn, is evidence that the unadulterated elements of the sky and sea can create stunning frames for the human figure. Power and vulnerability can coexist, as evidenced by the way her hair flutters across her face as her eyes are closed in peaceful submission. You can practically hear the steady pulse of the tide and feel the spray of salt water. Then you're surprised by a mirror selfie. Susie is a living example of honesty without filters as she stands in an old-fashioned dressing room with her camera in one hand and her arm covering her chest, devoid of makeup. Her reflection appears twice in the frame, demonstrating how perspective may heighten closeness. Behind her, you can practically feel the warm light of vanity bulbs and hear the quiet click of her phone. You can see why Susie Dent's topless photos have that caution once you've looked at every picture. It's evidence that some art is best left to the most private eyes. If any of these images touched you, click like, share this video with friends who value bold artistic expression, and comment below which shot made you gasp. Remember to hit the bell and subscribe so you don't miss any more boundary-pushing revelations. Thank you for viewing. Remain brave and authentically AIone.